Alright. Where are we? Let me just turn this down a little bit. Sorry guys, give me 2 seconds. We're just getting set up here. Alright, hopefully that's good. What's going on everyone? Welcome back. Happy Thursday everyone. Let me get the Zoom guys set up all in here and we will jump straight in. Apologies if there's a bit of an echo. It's the first day in the new office, so I have absolutely nothing in here yet. So that's why there may be a little bit of an echo, but hopefully it's okay. I'll give it a listen here in a second. Let me just get the Zoom guys in. Wow. Hello to our favorite guru. What's going on, man? Welcome back. Alright guys, let me just have a quick little listen of the stream. Testing. Alright, cool. Seems to be all good. There is like I say, there's that bit of an echo, which may be slightly annoying, but I'll have my proper setup down here by next week anyway. But good morning everyone, welcome back. Let me just get the Zoom guys in here, get everyone in. And then we'll jump straight in. We've got a big day today, we've got lots to cover today. Good morning Zoom guys, welcome back. Good morning everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday everyone. Let me just have a quick look at the news. Today, Thursday, the day before NFP, we've got non-farm payroll tomorrow, so we'll be taking the markets as they come tomorrow. But today we do have core PCE price index, unemployment cost index, whatever that is, and unemployment claims. So we do have some big news coming up today and tomorrow. Obviously tomorrow is NFP day. We got non-farm payroll 12:30 London time, and then we got manufacturing PMI at 2 p.m. London time tomorrow. So we got lots to run over today. Lots of big ranges, but I also want to talk about the copper trade from yesterday as well. Yeah, full margin day tomorrow, absolutely. And it's also the last day of the month today as well. Last day of the month today. October is about to be finished, which has been it's been a fantastic month. It's been an absolutely great month. Full margin Fridays. Full margin Fridays. So we'll break everything down here in a second. I'll let all the guys in on Zoom join. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just getting up this. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Recording in progress.
Let's see what we got for the day. Let's have a look here. Let me just make sure you guys can all see my screen all good. Cool. All right, let's have a look. Let's start on Goldie. Let's have a quick look at gold for the day, and have a look at some of the moves yesterday. We had some great buys yesterday on gold into the New York session with the community yesterday. We had some amazing gold buys up from around here. Was it around here? Yeah, around here. Was it here or was it here? Yeah, 1 p.m. We had gold buys to come up and grab this trend line here. Personally took this off the 30-minute flip, which was, wait, this is not, was it there? Where was it? Was it that one there? Or did I take it off the 15? I think I might take it off the 15 actually. Maybe this one, I believe. Yeah, this one. This is the 15 flip I took. 15 flip once you rebroke back above this level for price to come up and liquidate the second touch of this trend line. So we had great buys in the community yesterday. Really, really nice play. We spoke about these buys once you came down, liquidated all of the lows, broke back above a very nice range, held it. You know, this would have been a beautiful level where a lot of people would have been shorting here, stops above this high, and that's where we were buying up into, and literally exited this trade perfectly around there before you then came all the way back down, before then coming back higher. So not too much happened in London on gold yesterday, but we stayed patient. We waited for their moves to come in, and then we caught some fantastic gold buys, which was very much worth the wait. You know, 50 ticks on an NFP week is amazing. Now we will Mark. We will do a little bit of top down here. There's not really too much to say with gold, given that we're at all-time highs. You know, this is the last day of the month. If we take a look at this monthly candle here on gold, we've just been on an absolutely ridiculous run. And October, as expected, is going to close aggressively bullish. We've just been on an absolutely crazy run. Hey Chris, what's going on, man? Have a look at this daily time frame. Daily close on gold yesterday. We'll get rid of these levels. We'll do our analysis from scratch. Yesterday, you know, you gave that little bottom wick, a reflip bullish, still closing aggressively bullish at all-time highs. Not really too much to say on the high time frame on gold. Obviously, we're ripping these all-time highs. We have NFP tomorrow. Here in the Asian session today, we mentioned on our market call that there wasn't really going to be too much, and that I wouldn't be trading Asia. And as you guys can see, we didn't really do anything. We came up, we grabbed the all-time highs and had a nice little sell-off. Not my short though. I'm personally not interested in shorting gold, especially not just off this little grab. You know, although it did grab these highs and pull back, you know, 60 plus ticks, which is very nice, but that's not my trade personally. But now we have, you know, we've grabbed the highs. We've also came down. We've grabbed the lows. It's a very tough range. Even yesterday, to be honest, I was pretty happy with getting about 40 to 50 ticks yesterday, because the price action was actually really bad on a higher time frame. We were still able to scalp a trade because there was liquidity. Well, right now on gold, unfortunately, there is no liquidity. You know, you've grabbed the highs, you've grabbed the lows, and you're right back into the middle of the range. Yeah, barcode, yeah, absolutely. We're back to that good old barcode formation. So we'll probably be taking a look at copper today. Hey Dossie, what's going on, man? New pad's good, thank you, man. New pad's good. Still pretty busy trying to get everything busy, moved in. You know, I have the echo because there's literally no furniture in this room. So we're slowly getting sorted. We're getting there, man, but it's good. It's good to be down on the coast. Hiya, Brett. What's going on, man? So yeah, there's not really going to be too much to say on copper today, guys. Same as London session yesterday. We need gold to build some sort of liquidity. Right now, we don't have any. I don't want to be selling gold, and I also don't want to be buying gold because we don't really have any targets right now. What I would love to see on gold throughout the rest of the day is, you know, price pull back and like do something like this. And then I can imagine that a lot of people will probably start doing something like this, and then we can look for liquidity levels, and then we can buy back up into that later on. But right now on gold, we're going to be very patient. Taking a look at copper, you guys on YouTube, well, and Zoom, you guys are on Zoom already know, but you guys on YouTube, We spoke about these copper sells yesterday. Once you came down, pull back to grab these highs before pulling all the way back down. Well, we literally tapped into that level, took about 2 ticks of drawdown, and then ended up ripping down 100+ ticks. Literally came up and liquidated that point that we spoke about to absolute perfection, and then had a beautiful, beautiful sell-off. A really, really nice sell-off. To call it to that level of precision was, yeah, it was amazing. I know some of you guys in Zoom did get that, which was beautiful. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, I need some furniture in this room to get rid of the echo, or a carpet or something like that. Bitcoin statue in there to remove the echo. All my gold bars as well. All my gold bars. Get a shelf behind me, stack up all the gold bars. But yeah, copper, really nice move down yesterday. Grabbed the highs, had a really nice sell-off. Never really grabbed these lows, which is interesting, but came into major daily support. Had a nice bounce higher, and now you are also creating a very big range. We take a look at the daily on copper as well. Again, it's extremely tough. You know, the daily hasn't done anything on copper since the 16th of October, but there still has been nice intraday opportunities, which I do still believe you could see today as well. There was nice sells in the Asian session, which I did see Sean got, which was very nice. Once you came up, liquidate the highs to come down into these lows here for about a 30 tick trade, which was really, really nice. And then again, you held this support. This level of support has been, yeah, it's been so strong on copper. So strong. So, you know, even taking a look at copper, although you've had these big massive runs and these big moves down, there's still no real direction. Do you have any lows? Nah, you kind of grabbed all of the lows perfectly. Look at that. Anyone who was buying here stops below there. You came down, liquidated these lows, which is now fueling this move back higher. So if we do want to also trade copper, because this level has been held literally perfectly since, I mean, even back here, back at the middle of October here, back at the start of October as well. Even looking at this back here, when was this? This was back in September. So this is a level that has been held for quite some time now. So if we want to be selling copper, you know, it's once we do come back down here, have a rejection, and great, then we can short into the liquidity again. And you can kind of see how nice these liquidity levels are just reacting. You know, you come up, you grab the highs, you pull back. You come up, you grab the highs, you pull back. You come up, you grab the highs. Could we be now looking for, you know, another leg down? That's kind of my thought process today on copper. That's my thought process. That's my thought process here on copper. Trusting some Bruno Mars. Okay, I could give it a try. If gold doesn't do anything, we'll give it a try. Why not? Put your lime green Lambo in display inside. That will get rid of the echo. Start it up in here. Do the stream in the Lambo. I was asleep on the copper. Me too, man. Me too. I didn't watch Asia today. I was like, there's nothing really worth watching. But that sell-off here, about 2 a.m. London time, was actually really nice. Really, really nice. Good morning, guys. Good morning, man. Find the lows instead of the highs of the range. Infinite money glitch. Yeah, literally. I know, man. 100%. Imagine that. Maybe we'll get a little green screen. You'll take a picture of it. Get it going as a green screen. 30 minutes is closed here on copper. Still closing quite bullish. You know, I don't want to be trading in here and in here. But if we do come close to this support again and start bouncing, then I would imagine, great, you'll get a lot of people who will be trying to jump in longs again, looking for this big play up. And that's why I think with NFP, which is into tomorrow, we should get this nice sell-off, back down into these levels and back down into here. But it was beautiful to see yesterday how much price sold off after we said to pull back, grab these highs and have this pullback. It was absolutely incredible. I know some of you guys on Zoom did get that. Hopefully you guys on YouTube got it as well, because we literally spoke about that to perfection. And that was a 100 tick sell-off. That could have just been your trade for the week with NFP tomorrow. You're now sitting very comfortably. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a, we'll see what the markets do give today. I don't really have too many expectations on copper or gold. Gold's coming back down here. If we maybe come down, re-grab these lows, start breaking back higher, I will consider some longs. Now that we do have some support being formed here. If this is a liquidity grab and we close back above for a fake out, fantastic, we could look for a pullback. Because even for a pullback, up into this resistance, up into these highs, it's still like 48 ticks. It's not going to be an easy trade, a plain sailing, crazy volume push, but it could give a little scalp. The only way I will consider these buys though, is if we grab these lows, re-break back to the upside, and then great, we could look to potentially give this a shot. You kind of got a trend line coming down here now as well. So very similar to yesterday, anyone who will be shorting here on gold, stops are going to be somewhere above there, looking for this big play down. So if we can liquidate the lows, close back above, we try and get long from this area up into there. Yeah, it's a nice 50 tick trade. If we can get 15, 20, 30 of that today in the long session, I'll be very, very happy. Very, very happy. Have a look at something. But yeah, anything you guys want to spend today going over, feel free to shoot over something that you guys are looking at. Whatever you guys want, we can have a good look. Gonna take off boys. Yeah, all good, Chris. Enjoy, man. Enjoy the time off. Enjoy the time off, man. No, it's I do look tired. It's the lighting. It's the way I have this lamp. It makes it like it's like shadows over my face. But if I have it like this, I'm absolutely blinded. It's just I don't have good lighting in here yet. But if I do it like that, it's like almost like too dull. But yeah, it looks like my eyes are crazy tired, but I'm not at all. That's literally like blinding me. But no, I'm all good, thank you, man. I appreciate your concern. But no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to get some gold trades on the go. So you're going through like a hangover. No, I'm not. No. When's the coffee machine coming to the new place? That is a great question. Sunday, I believe, I'll be making the next trip up again. Sunday. We've been having coffee out every day since we've been here, but it's been pretty fun, trying new places. Plays of the day. I'm waiting to see if gold can grab these lows, close above, and then see if we get these continuation buys. And with copper, I like sells down into here and here. It just depends if we're going to get the move before NFP. That's my only concern. Been doing an all-nighter on trading sessions. Either that or an all-nighter trying to prestige on Call of Duty. I'm not too sure. One or the other. Let me see if it's better with this off. It's a bit too dark. Is that better? I can't really tell, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit too bright. That light's a bit too bright in your face. Even if I had it like above me. Yeah, the futures chart did grab the lows on gold, but the currency chart hasn't, and that's typically what I always go off. I mean, you did grab previous hourly lows. That's true. Given the 50, yeah, we'll see this 15 close in 8 minutes. It has grabbed these lows. It hasn't fully grabbed the lows, but it has grabbed these lows. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to grab my laptop charger. 2 seconds. go. Yeah, can't help. Yeah, kind of just moved into the new place. Let's see, Goldie. If we're gonna look for these buys on gold, I really do want to see some volume, because look how many times today, you know, we've broke below, broke straight back above, you know, held it and just stalled straight away. You know, it's kind of hard to get into a trade with good volume in these tight areas. But that was a pretty nice, you know, it's a pretty nice grab there. You didn't grab the full lows, but you are grabbing these lows. Any rejection from here, you know, people could be looking to do something like that. So if we just remove this trend line for a second and we mark on this level here, could we look for some buys up into that? 20 ticks, yeah, that's quite nice actually. Let me log into Top Step. Let me log into the Top Step here. On the futures, that high is around 27,978. 27,978. Let's see how this 5 minutes can close here. Taking less trades to gold all-time highs. No, not really, to be honest, man. We just wait for the breakouts. We took buys yesterday in the community in the pre-NY session. Bought gold up into here. We had some buys yesterday from around here, buying gold up into price coming to re-grab this trend line. So not necessarily taking less trades, I mean somewhat, but more so being more picky, and probably less in the London session because you have to wait for that liquidity to be built up and you have to wait for it to pull back from these all-time highs. That's the only thing you do have to wait for. But now we've still had some great trades this week. We've had some fantastic trades this week. Called a couple of 100 ticks so far this week. Really, really nice moves actually. London hasn't really given too much this week anyway. And that's just on gold, to be honest. Copper gave some trades in London yesterday. I think it was on Tuesday as well, with these big pushes up. So yeah, we have been looking at some other stuff instead, rather than just trying to, you know, when gold is actually at the all-time highs, there's nothing you can really do. You need to wait for it to pull back and then, you know, then take the breakouts. So when it's at these all-time highs, you know, either taking a break from the charts or watching something like copper instead. But definitely patience is definitely required with gold at these all-time highs, that's for sure. Like I said yesterday, the only people short at all-time highs are people who are revenge trading. Whereas if you actually just wait for the buy and breakout opportunities to come, like we did yesterday, patience massively paid. I waited almost all day for the buy setup on gold, and once it did come in, made about 50 plus ticks in about 15 minutes. So it was definitely worth the wait. Definitely worth the wait. But yeah, patience is going to be key this morning. Patience is going to be really, really key. This is what we want to see on gold. We want to see boom, boom, come back up and grab these highs. Maybe these highs, but I think these highs would be a good first target. And for copper, copper's going to need a little bit more time, quite a bit more time actually. I think gold could be the play here. With a 15 close coming up in 2 minutes, if it does close below this level, all you need to see is the next 15 come up and close back above, and you've got fake out buys. Fake out buys coming on gold. I probably won't be on tomorrow, given it's NFP. I don't really think it makes too much sense, given, I mean, depending on how Asia goes, but given you're already creating such big ranges before NFP, I think trading tomorrow would be very risky. Trading before NFP, I would imagine you'll get some pretty big ranges. What's this looking like gold? Yeah, this does make sense to re-grab the lows. Could you look for a scalp short into that level? Not really. Unless you top wick here to here. 19 ticks. Bit too aggressive for my liking. Bit too aggressive. But looking at this 4 hour, remember yesterday as well we said that this 4 hour was showing signs that we did need to come down and grab the liquidity. We came down, grabbed it all, re-grabbed it again, which is aggressive, and then had that nice little pullback. So looking at this 4 hour chart right now on gold, there's a high chance you're going to need to re-grab these lows before a potential push up. So could you scalp a short into that? I mean, you could. You definitely could. You have clear targets. You're about to have a breakout. It's just more so this 5-minute price action is pretty bad. Although you could grab, there's a high chance you're going to grab these lows. You could get stuck in a position for like half an hour to an hour just to try and pull out 15 ticks. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's have a look at oil. What did oil get up to yesterday after that big gap down on Monday? Where is the big gap down? Not much since. Not much since. I was watching a bit of Nasdaq yesterday as well. You had a pretty decent sell-off there as well. Look at that daily, almost like a massive fake out of that major resistance level. Resistance broke above here, straight back below. Looking like Nasdaq's going to come down for a pretty decent retracement as well, creating one big massive range. There's a pretty decent fake out yesterday. Monthly on Nasdaq is looking pretty doji. Overall bullish though, you know, you came down, you ripped the lows, nice and bullish on the monthly. But this current month, depending on how today closes, is looking pretty doji. Weekly trying to pull back as well. Grab the highs, trying to pull back. Weekly is in a bit of a range. But yeah, daily to continue pushing down into these readings looks pretty nice. Nasdaq looks a little bit nicer. Let's have a look at the S&P. Kind of coming down for that low quite soon. If S&P grabs this low, then obviously Nasdaq doesn't necessarily need to. But yeah, like I say, anything else you guys are looking at? You guys on Zoom, YouTube, any instruments you guys are looking at? Gold and copper are going to take a lot of patience today and tomorrow. So feel free to send over some other instruments or ask any other trading questions. And we'll use this time to see what you guys have. Otherwise, I won't keep you guys for the sake of it, so we'll see how we go. Oh, is Bitcoin close to the all-time highs? I knew it would. It's bloody beautiful. Yeah, very, very close. Very, very, very close. Look at that beautiful chart. What is this link broken out yet? Yeah, link's starting to break out as well. Starting to break out this trend line. Trying to break out here as well. Trying to get some decent breakouts. Ethereum in a bit of a range. What's my XRP up to? Nothing. Yeah, also. Little trend line breakout there. XRP back down at 50s. What's the Dow up to? The Dow still ripping all-time highs? Yeah, printed new all-time highs on the Dow yesterday and then sold off aggressively straight away, which is pretty interesting, with a nice level back down here. So you could see the Dow come down a little bit more. The Russell, yeah, pretty messy as well. Everything is getting pretty choppy. Coming up, re-grabbing the 5-minute highs here, trying to get a little push lower. The yen is dumping, really. Let's have a look. Pumping. That's a Trump will win, yeah. I reckon, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got the US elections next week as well. You know, that's going to be massive for the markets. Really, really big. Yeah, yen's having a decent push up, so what, something like GJ should be going down? Yep. So, yen pushing up, GJ pushing lower. And pound also pushing up. So if you look at something like GJ, you're looking to trade GJ today, with GJ pushing lower, pound pushing up, you'd very likely want to be trading the yen. and buying the yen. Look at that, really nice push. Let's have a look at some currency futures. Euro having a nice little bounce as well. Australian dollar in a bit of a range. Goldie's trying to come for these lows, but we are stalling. We are stalling. Trying to come lower here on gold. Copper. Let's have a look. What are we up to? Not really doing too much here. We'll see this hourly close, guys. I won't make you guys stay on today for the sake of it. It doesn't look like anything's really shaping up just yet, unfortunately. You know, this is what I'm saying. You know, if we're going to get these shorts into gold, you know, you're going to get these shorts. How long do you want to be stuck in a trade just to try and squeeze out 20 ticks? Like, this was looking great. You came up, you grabbed the highs, looking like you're going to push down. Instant support, which makes sense. You know, you have a huge level here as well. You know, you're pushing back higher. So some very, very tough areas here. Very, very tough areas. Where's that level gone? Where did we have that level before? But I do, yeah, like I say, I do. All I want to see on gold is you grab these lows, close back above here, and then great, then we have the longs. So all you can pretty much do right now, set an alert down here. Don't get trapped in this range, wait for your alerts to go off. If your alerts don't go off, the price is probably ranging, therefore you're relaxing. You're not having to watch the charts. Good question, Alan. How did you end up on gold as your main thing? When I was trading currencies, I preferred the volume on it. It had a lot more volume than other instruments. And I just found it was much more consistent with the way that it would move compared to currency pairs or something like NASDAQ. I just liked the way it moved. The way it moved just made a lot of sense to me, you know, with grabbing the highs or lows and respecting just very, very simple key levels on the higher time frame. Like, you look back at gold, I mean, other than all-time highs, you can just respect just very key support and resistance levels and breakouts along with liquidity very, very simply. So when I saw it was that simple to move and how it would always be trending pretty well, when I used to trade currencies, now say if I was looking like something like Euro USD, other than this huge push, there, you know, you'd always be in some pretty big ranges, whereas gold would always be trending very well. So if it was trending well, it would grab highs and lows and liquidity grabs more, and it would also just respect very simple support and resistance levels. And it was, you know, like you measure this move, you know, it's like this is a 150 tick move up. If I was to go look at something like I used to trade like NZD USD, no idea why I ever traded that crap. You know, these moves up, which is a huge move, is only 13 ticks. So gold is much more volatile, which, you know, can be a bad thing, but once you get good and understand how it moves, it can also be a good thing. You know, I'd always look back at, you know, like when I used to trade currencies, one thing I used to always trade, and I used to always trade USD CAD, and I used to always, not always, 70% of the time, most of my trades trading something against the Canadian dollar would always end up being a losing trade. So I'd look back at all these shitty trades, it would always end up being on currency pairs, and my best trades would end up being on something like gold. So I was like, hey, well, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on just gold instead. And once you realize that, you know, you measure gold, 20, 30 ticks a day is all you really need. Gold does that multiple times a day, whereas some other instruments, you know, don't always give you that much, other than NASDAQ, of course. But from when I was trading the currency side, yeah, a lot of them didn't give you that. Best trades on gold and cattle, you mean? Yeah, absolutely. Cattle's the secret. No such thing as a dumb question ban. Difference between future gold. Well, this isn't this chart you guys see here. This is the currency chart. The futures chart is GC. The future chart is the future price of gold, whereas this is the real price of gold. Look, 2783. GC 2793. With futures, you get a lot better funding opportunities. You know, Top Step, you have way better executions. You have better brokers. You have better regulation. The main reason I took the move from FX to futures is simply from the fact that if I'm going to trade just gold and just instruments that can be traded on the futures exchange, there's zero benefits to trading currencies or trading on a CFD broker opposed to a futures broker. And especially with what Top Step have to offer compared to FX firms. With Top Step, the funding process is so much easier than something, you know, from the big Forex firms. No, I don't have gold as investment now. I don't. I wish I did. I wish I did. Yeah, nice one, Brad. See you next week, man. I wish I did. I wish I did have some long-term investments. We were buying gold in November in Vietnam last year. Not going to Vietnam to specifically buy gold. That sounds a bit dodgy. We were taking gold buys from around these regions and these regions. And if we had actually just bought that for a long-term investment, it would have been like, yeah, 50%, which is just, yeah, absolutely ridiculous for gold. Crazy. That sounded a bit dodgy, didn't it? We were buying gold in Vietnam. I know. Yeah, buying gold. I mean, even just buying gold like in March or something, it's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, in March you bought gold in March. Where's the start of the year? Where's January? You bought gold in January. You know, this year you're up 36%, which for something like gold is pretty unheard of. I think it's probably the most bullish year we've ever seen on gold. Yeah, it definitely is. It's the strongest year to date we have ever seen on gold, which is huge. Look at this. Oh, if you want to trade the yearly chart, some nice liquidity from 2011. Pull back. You got buys in 2018. Crazy. Yeah, just grabbing the lows, which is nice. So you're grabbing the lows, but you're actually going to close pretty bearish on this hourly, which is not what we want to see for a trade in 9 AM. So all we now want to see is price get back above here for longs. I imagine a lot of people may have got caught out here. Once you grab the lows, held support, a lot of people may have been trying to buy gold there. But the reason and that's not a bad place to buy, but the reason you would manage your trade is because you came into instant resistance. So if you did take this trade, as soon as you come into that resistance, you have to take your risk off the table. And then you end up pushing down pretty nicely. So with the way that this is going to close aggressively bearish, like I say, I'm personally not going to be shorting gold exactly the same as yesterday. I'm going to be waiting for gold to give some fake out opportunities to continue looking for longs later on. Copper still has a lot more room. Yeah, there was the war. Yeah, that was the big one. That was the big mover back in October. Yeah. Yeah, heavy. Yeah, swap fees would be ridiculous. Yeah, it would be absolutely ridiculous. It'd be a ridiculous amount of money. I'm off, bro. See you next week. Yeah, see you next week, man. Oh, good, man. See you next week. You guys on Zoom, we may do a little London stream tomorrow, pre-NFP, depending on how the markets are looking. Do a London session. But yeah, it's looking pretty bearish here on gold, unfortunately. Personally, I'm pretty happy to sit on my hand during London today. And if if you guys do still want to trade, you have like the free 2 hours that we normally jump on. Honestly, guys, go use that time to, don't know, study everything that's in Discord, do some simulation sessions on your own. Put in your headphones, get some vibes going, fire up a simulation session, back test some data. Try not to sit here and watch gold just have these horrible price action moves. This is a nice push down here, but where's your targets? Like, do you really want to be selling gold at all-time highs? Like I said yesterday, not really. You wait for the simple buy opportunities, and have a much easier trade. It's nice to see that pushing down though. Came up, grabbed the highs, closed a bit doji, which is a bit annoying, and then you're pulling down like 36 ticks now, which is pretty solid. This is a really decent push down here now on gold. Just a shame because I don't really want to be a seller on gold. Obviously we don't want to be a seller on gold when you're, ripping all-time highs, and even right now you're coming into some very, very big levels of support. So don't get FOMO with this push down. Same as yesterday. Let it push down, wait for it to hold some support, and then boom, amazing. You'll get your buys today. And you'll probably come up and retap all-time highs again. And yeah, that's what we want to see here on gold. We want to see price get back above this level, then we're going to have buys up into this trendline, little trendline liquidity play that's coming down here. Because you have a look at this on the 5 minute. What did you not do before this push down? You did grab some highs for a little scalp down, but what did you not really do? You never really grabbed any of this trendline, so that's going to leave a lot of opportunity to buy up into later, and that's actually going to be a pretty nice trade later on. And for copper, guys, we need to see copper break down a lot more than this. You take a look at copper on this hourly. You have grabbed the highs, which is nice, but this is your major support that you really, really, really want to see broken. Because once you do break this top wick, that's still a 70 plus tick range, which trying to short before that, especially now you're getting this top wick, is too aggressive. This level has been held for that long that if you jump in shorts before you break below this level, you could get trapped out very, very quick. So all I'll be waiting for on copper is at least the 30 minute to break like down here, top wick, and then boom, sells into here and here. And gold, yeah, we're gonna need to see a lot more on gold, guys. We just closed nice and bearish. Given the day is overall bullish at all-time highs, any pullbacks from here, personally, for me anyway, it's not going to be my trade. I'll wait for price to reclose back bullish and then see if we get the continuation long. So yeah, you guys on Zoom, I won't keep you for the sake of it. Like I say, you guys go do something productive. We've got NFP tomorrow. There's no point trying to force a trade. Go do some simulation sessions, go study some of the mentoring sessions, and I'll keep you guys posted throughout the rest of the day. But for me personally, I'm going to close the charts. I don't want to get trapped in a position on gold, especially not when it's pushing bearish and we're looking for overall longs. So trade safe, guys. Good session today, shorter than normal. NFP tomorrow, all-time highs, and I'll talk to you guys throughout the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on Zoom for the pre-New York market call. Cheers, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. All right, YouTube fam, I'm going to wrap up here again today. Shorter than normal. I know it's unfortunate. I do want to stay on with you guys and fire up loads of trades, but unfortunately there just isn't anything right now. Gold at all-time highs. Copper needs a lot more price action. NFP tomorrow. News again today. Patience will pay just like it did yesterday. So don't force it. I'll see you guys same time again next week, every single day. Not tomorrow because there's NFP, so I won't be trading it. But I'll see you guys same time tomorrow. Same time next week, and we'll be on every single day. Hopefully we'll be able to stay on for our 2-hour window as well. So trade safe, don't force it. I hope you guys have had a good month, and I'll talk to you all soon.